Today is one of those days where I just have an ungodly amount of things to do. I've got like a big old to-do list of things that are kind of critical, that people are kind of waiting for, or that need doing today. And it's a case of like ordering my day, being like, I can kick that off so that I can carry on doing this, and then I can do that, then that unlocks that, etc. I'm feeling the pain a little bit. I've put off a load of jobs that I could have done any day this week, and I've put them all off to today and tomorrow. And I'm feeling the outside of work, that is. So I'm feeling the pain of that. I've got things to do at lunch, I've got things to do after work, I've got things to do while at work, I've got phone calls to make. God damn, I'm a busy boy. I woke up this morning to go to the gym, came downstairs, and I'm like, I want to go back to bed. So I didn't go to the gym this morning, but I made that decision way too late. I should have just gone, I'm way too tired, I need to go back to bed. And instead what I did was I came downstairs, had a fucking cereal bar, brushed my teeth, and then was like, let's go to bed. So I haven't gone to the gym today. There's a slight chance I can fit in an evening swim or something tomorrow, or go to the gym tomorrow afternoon, but it's looking unlikely at this rate. That's fine. It was one of them ones where I just, you know when you've got so much to do, I can 100% go to the gym, come here, and then, like, I could go to the gym, come back and start working at 8 still. I don't have to go to the gym, start working at 9. I could have gone to the gym, like normal, start working at 9, but the thought of being behind on stuff was so big that I couldn't go and waste my time at the gym, you know? So instead, I went back to bed. I was about to say that I'd absolutely smashed it today, but I just walked into the kitchen to get my camera, and I haven't done the washing up yet. Not quite smashed it, Moo Moo. No, I know, it's nearly 7 and I haven't even done the washing up. What a little tramp. But did a good job today. In general, I managed to smash out the things I'd said I'd smash out. So, pretty fucking good stuff. Waiting for Laura to get back. That's probably a text message. It's probably on the way to the bus. It is. Yeah, so not a bad day today. We smashed through a load of things. There was a lot on, and I did it all. One of them was a little bit late, but then I missed the deadline before I got into back-to-back meetings, and then effectively I was like, I ran it, it didn't work, and I tried to look at it in the meetings, you know, and I was like, I can't figure that out. It was something really dumb and stupid, but I can't figure that out here now. I need to come out of this meeting, so I'm concentrating on it, so I'm not just like glazing over as people talk to me, you know? Turns out I was not in a rush. We got on a bus at like 7. God damn. It's wild that she's slowly converting me into a like, we're basically like Spanish. Spanish people eat at stupid late times, right? She's basically doing that to me by brute force. I would eat at 6 o'clock every day if I had the choice. I'm so fucking hungry. I'm eating so many biscuits. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. We're working from home. We've got a lot to do today. I'm not going to the gym either. I thought about whether or not I could fit it in, technically, if I left from here and took the car and whatnot, but it's just going to be too tight and too rushed. And I got enough on my little plate. I now seem to be the guy that just gets invited to meetings to be asked questions about things I have no fucking idea about. So, thankfully, as much as I've got a lot on, nothing's like blocking people. I think everyone is like able to carry on with their work. Whereas yesterday, the main project was blocked behind me doing something. And I also had a lot of other stuff on. So the pressure's not quite as bad as it was yesterday. Are you feeling the pressure, Mr. Boo? Are you feeling the pressure? Put them ears forward, my man. You're supposed to look cute. I have a meeting about like, some people want to set up this thing that we now own that I've become apparently the expert on, and knowing nothing about it, in a team environment. And I've suddenly become the expert on a couple of things that I have no right to be the expert on, you know? If I am legitimately the expert across the company, we're fucked, you know? So I've got that meeting coming up. I've got another meeting about the roadmap, I think. I don't even know what that meeting's about, to be honest with you. I'm starting conversations about getting threat modeled and like going through a full security review of what we're doing. It probably should have happened earlier, but it's not my problem. It's a bit like the inheriting apps I'm now an expert on. Like, I inherited this mess, I'm just trying to fix it. So in fairness, I strongly doubt they're going to say anything about it, except that it's fine, you know what I mean? They just need it in like written form, you know? Then what? And then later today, more importantly, I've got a meeting about my concerns for the project and how I'd do it differently if I was in charge. So I kicked off the other day, I think in the previous video, about how we keep getting these red flags and putting in tactical fixes around things, and we're not really considering the problems ahead of time. We're just dealing with them as we hit them. And as a byproduct of that, we're taking a real gamble on building on flaky ground because we're just not considering everything we need to consider as we do it, you know? Or we're not building the ideal solution, we're building the solution to the problem, if that makes sense. We're building a solution to a problem rather than building the ideal foundation that you can solve multiple problems on easily. Anyway, so I've got a meeting about that with the technical guy, and I feel like he's expecting... I've cocked up because I effectively started the conversation talking about two technical issues, which we've now crossed and found resolutions for by changing technology stack and making some changes. That's fine. But he's now expecting me to come to him with more technical problems, which I don't technically have. I have a problem with the approach that we're taking. With the way that we're building this, we're just trying to fire a shot. Well, it's like we're trying to build a building and then you build the tallest part of the building and then hope that you can build the rest of it. Like you build the chimney or something and then you're like, right, well, hope the foundation holds up when we build the rest of this fucker. And I'm trying to portray that. It's a weird thing about being look, there was a proposed way of doing this. I don't think that way is the best way of doing it. We have deadlines based on that way, and I think there's inherent risk in that approach. I think we should be doing it in a different way with looser deadlines because we're doing it in a different way. We're offering different value at different points, so the deadlines are different just on that ground. But that's not really a technical thing, you know? I feel like I'm gonna have to message him ahead of the meeting and be like, just as a heads up, this isn't a I'm not going to be showing you code here. This isn't a technical thing that we're finding. It's different to that. Well, I think it's technically lunchtime. I've just spoken to this principal dude. I knew talking to him was kind of irrelevant because what I'm not arguing about is a technical thing, which I think is the only real thing he can help with. What I'm talking about is more about business priorities, and it's more something that did you what? There was a big van there, wasn't there, Moo Moo? And you were like, what is this van doing? Why is it blocking my view? Well, it's gone now. It's back once you don't look. So like a DNA thing, our team, my team lead and I, and by extension my team, aren't used to dealing with the kind of problems that we're trying to solve. We're trying to solve something pretty small, and to do that, we're setting up a load of platform infrastructure. We're used to building the platform and tackling bigger problems than this. So I'm thinking about those problems, and I think we all should be thinking about those problems, and I'm worried that other people aren't thinking about those problems, right? That's effectively where it stems from. That and a combination of there are unknowns about this project that we're also glossing over, but there's nothing we can do about those. They're just unknown unknowns, there's nothing we can do about that. And yeah, effectively, I was told, you're probably not going to win this fight, so I wouldn't try. I would just try and get this out of the way so that you can focus on the problem from an API level rather than a platform level, a portal level, the UI level. Which is frustrating, but kind of what I expected. Yes. The thing is, we were working on that platform level, and then this team were like, we want to do this thing, this tiny little thing, and to do that, we're going to set up a load of your platform for you. And we're like, well, we're going to carry on building ours in parallel because we need to test a load of stuff that matters, you know. And then we merged, and then my goal of building out that platform thing and setting up the infrastructure and making sure that it can theoretically work so we can enable it for customers and teams and whatnot, that was put on a back burner, but I moved on to this other project which looks identical in every meaningful way, you know? It's basically the same thing, it's just not focusing on what I was originally focusing on. Which causes stress, effectively, because I'm like, we're not, you know what I mean? Like, there was a thing I was thinking about, I thought it was really big and scary and important, and all of a sudden we're not thinking about it. But we're effectively doing something that looks very similar, you know? So I feel like we should be, but you know what I mean? So it's like a mindset problem. Effectively, I've poked my head up above the parapet, I got shot at, and I'll put it back down. But everyone knows I've got the balls to do it. So everyone knows I've got the balls to do that. And that is more important than being right. IMO? No, rephrase. I am right. I am right. These are all of these problems. It's just a business priority question about when do we tackle them. My head says, let's enable the most parallel work as possible by doing the platformy bits that enable the rest, rather than build a narrow, tight, the smallest possible sliver of the rest and accidentally building the platform and then doing the platform bits, you know? But anyway, it's lunchtime and it's time to log off. So I need to eat, and then I've got a load of jobs I need to do. I think my little man wants to go in the garden, which is fine by me, because let's have lunch out there, Moo. Because then you're going to the cattery, and then, you know what I mean, let's bond. Let me do something nice for you before I ship you off. You're going on holiday. You're on holiday for the weekend, Moo. Isn't that good? We went outside for lunch, and Monty's being tormented by flies that got in, and the printer is about to print something. He wants to know what that noise is. What the fuck is that, Moo? So I just went to get a car washed for our weekend. Oh, he doesn't give a shit. Okay. Getting the car washed is like a once annual thing for me. I don't like it. I don't see the point in it either. But where our car is being used to chauffeur people to the to a wedding, and I thought our car is going to at least be a little bit more presentable. So cleaned it inside and out. But what I want to know is, what kind of Martian can sit in a car? There's a fly there, let's get rid of it. Right, it's one thing having someone sit in your car while they like jet wash the outside of the car. That's one thing, right? Fair enough. But right, picture this. You're sat in your car, and if you do this, you're fucking weird. You're sat in your car, and they're cleaning the inside of the car door while you're sat in the car. Just like looking forward. What is wrong with you? Get out of the car and stand off to the side. It's way less awkward. Anyway, task number 2, I've got a return to make. Odds on the post office being closed. Hi, that's what I would say. And then it'll be about 4:15. I need to take Monty to his little cat holiday at 6. Post office is closed, no point in going. I just Googled it, I was like, you know what, I'm going to Google it, because you never know. So anyway, right, that's a job for another day. Could potentially do that in Nottingham. Right, so I've got, well, that'd be confusing, wouldn't it? I have now, on my to-do list, everything is Monty based. That, I need to tweet that guy. Right, otherwise I'm done. So I think I'm making a cup of tea. And I've got into Halo again recently. I've been enjoying a bit of Halo, so I might do that. I think job-wise, I'm basically caught up. I want to do some video stuff and some programming stuff, but I think that's a problem for next week. Because I'm not going to be able to do it this weekend, so there's no point like starting. I may as well go starting next week. I've got a busy couple of days ahead, but see, I probably did have enough time to go to the gym. So I've now kind of finished my jobs. We've got to like pack and stuff, but I think we could pack tomorrow. I don't think we're in a rush to leave, to be honest. I'm now kind of bored. It's 5. Laura's finished work. She's got like drinks with a new girl. And I'm bored, to be honest with you. Like half an hour till I need to leave with the cat. You can't go in it yet, Moo. I thought this was a tough dilemma for him. His 2 favourite things in the world are his cat carrier, for some reason. He just fucking loves it as soon as you get it out. And the second favourite thing is this ladder. He wants to climb the ladder at any opportunity. Moo, you ready? Are you ready? It's time to go, my man. It's time to go. There it is. Wow. Get your bushy tail in. Get your tail in. Come on, my man. There we go. Good boy. Laura thinks it's appropriate to lock me in a car for 2.5 hours with these. Parked up at a car park that has 2 hours free parking, right? And I got myself a little ticket thing. And the ticket says entry time 17:48. And then in big, 1800 hours. Does that mean it's valid until 1800 hours? I just checked their ticket. Their ticket says they got here ages ago and it says 1800 hours on theirs as well. So I'm assuming it's not invalid as soon as it hits to 18. Maybe it's free overnight. I don't know. Do I want to take my camera and my Kindle? If I do I want to take my bag? Realistically, what are the odds of me wanting to sit down and read a book? This is a weird day though, so I mean, if it's going to be any day, it's today. Located KFC, that's for dinner. And now I'm just wandering around. I've got my camera and I thought I'd wander around some of the places I used to wander around. I'm in Nottingham, so it's where I grew up. I usually walk around like where I used to live. I'm just going to walk around a different area tonight, you know? So this is a weird one. So we've come to Nottingham for a wedding, and the wedding's tomorrow. Laura's leaving really early in the morning, like 7:10 or something stupid like that from her house. I'm leaving her house before then because I'm going to go to the gym. But I don't need to be to the wedding until like 1 o'clock. She's got to get there early because she's a bridesmaid, she's got like photos and got a dress and makeup and all that crap. So I have all day tomorrow. So originally we were just coming down today relatively chilling, but then she had plans. She had like last minute plans to go with the bridesmaids to one of the bridesmaids' house, Maria's house. I think you guys have maybe not introduced to Maria, but you would have seen her. You should know of her. Anyway, some of you would. So we went to her house, had a look around, and then they've gone to another of the bridesmaids' house just to have like a, I don't know, like a debrief, pre-wedding, blah blah. So that kind of ditched me for plans, really last minute. And I'm like, I could try and make plans to like go to the pub or whatever, but I want to eat. You don't often eat when you go to the pub. And I could go see like my nana or whatever, and I'm like, you know what, tomorrow my social battery is going to be so challenged of having a full day with old school friends, probably getting drunk. I won't be getting drunk, I'm driving. And to top all of that off, Laura is going to be preoccupied with being a bridesmaid, and therefore like I'm going to be on my own throughout all of that. I thought, you know what, it's probably best if I actually just spend this evening doing my own thing, which is odd because this time last week I was mildly depressed and having like a bit of a breakdown because I felt lonely. But I'm an enigma, right? I'm unpredictable. I do my own thing, you know? So yeah, like I said, I thought I'd wander around with my camera. It's really nice weather. I just tried to get a ginger beer, but you can't get ginger beer from a supermarket. It's annoying. Not like a fridge cold can anyway. So yeah, I thought I'd wander around some of the places I used to hang out. I don't know if I can come up this neck of the woods, so but otherwise, like yesterday we didn't really do much. We just like had dinner and watched TV, watching The Sandman on Netflix. Watched the first episode of that. It's kind of weird. And then this morning we just packed our bags basically, which is weird because we've got so many different things going on. I've got the gym, Laura's leaving me for like the first half of the day to get ready, so we've got to like pack 3 or 4 different bags to like pick up and go with different things, you know. It's like a mixed bag of memories around this neck of the woods. So the other side a little bit. But like these parks I used to... Also what's really interesting is a lot of Nottingham just hasn't changed at all, like since I've left. And then other parts you're like, where the fuck am I? Like, what is this road? Where are these houses coming from? You know, like entire junctions. I pulled up at a junction coming back and I was thinking I was turning right. And I was indicating to turn right, but no, it was a junction that was put in front of the junction that I thought it was, where I wanted to turn right, where you couldn't turn right at all. So I'm just indicating like a nutcase. And then I'm like, hold on, this looks different. And then I realised I was like 100 feet or 100 metres or whatever away from where I should be. Yeah, then you get other areas that are like unchanged. Like I say, so living the dream. Probably should have brought headphones and listened to a podcast in hindsight, but anyway, yeah. So my plan is wander around my camera till I get bored. Then I might head back to the car, drop off my camera, go get some KFC, and then do something else, I guess. I don't know. Until I pick Laura up when she's finished. So the only weird thing is like, I don't... Laura's parents offered me to have dinner with them. And I was like, I'm gonna go see my nana. And here I am. I just find it interesting as well as you like get older, get taller, get bigger, get like move away, get used to what a different city is like, figure out what it is you like and don't like, how all of that kind of like changes how you view somewhere that you thought about in a completely different way, you know what I mean? Like grew up in this area, so for like however many years, what, 18 years, effectively never left, and then left. And then 10 years later come back with 10 years of experience somewhere else. And just like the way you view it is just completely different. I think that's fascinating, especially as this place also grows. So it's something I'm interested in, which is why I always try and go places I've not been before when I come back, see what it's like. For example, there's a bench there. That is where I first asked Laura if she'd be my girlfriend. We spent a lot of time in this park, in general, just like friends, walking the dog. But that was the bench that I first asked her to be my girlfriend. We were kind of already girlfriends, boyfriend and girlfriend at that point, but it was officially made on that bench 13 plus years ago. Not be true, it might be 12 years. We might be in our 13th year. I can't remember. I think it was 2010, but it could have been before that. I know we started dating before I started vlogging. So I've also been vlogging for 12 years. I've definitely been vlogging for 12 years. Maybe it is 13. I could... I would have put money on it being 2010 though, not 2009. I don't know. The fact we did it at the end of a school year confuses me. It throws me off because I'm like, well, that was 1 year. You know what I mean? Like, the maths doesn't add up properly for me. No, I need to calm down on the video clips. I've only got 17 more minutes of video footage I can film, and no way to save more. I might have to change resolution at the end in a panic. I've not seen one of these before. I probably should have brought my Kindle, by the way. Not seen one of these before because I'd absolutely love to sit and read. It's like a weight thing. So you can do, I've seen like weird gyms where it's like body weight based. I don't know what these are for. Oh, you like step up onto it, look. Wow, this is pretty sick. I'm impressed by that. I can do a couple of pull-ups as well. 2 different types. I didn't think I could. I definitely, in hindsight, would have read more pages of a book than I would have taken photos. So next time, bring a Kindle, especially when the weather's like this. It's lovely. There used to be a tree stump here, and I'm 99.99% sure this tree wasn't the tree stump, where me and Laura would help her revise before we dated. Help her revise like science. And there was one time I got a missed call and an answer phone message saying that she was stressed revising and she was here, and if I was free to help. And then I got another answer phone message saying, no, don't worry about it, like straight after. She's gonna head back home. And I was like, obviously not, I'm coming. God damn, those are the days. Yeah. This was the bench. This used to be like a little, there was a river thing, not a river, like a little pond here that went to here, and then this didn't used to be here. Although we sat on this bench for hours, and then someone threw stones at us over there probably. 16 minutes of footage. It needs to survive me until I get down to Bristol. Monday afternoon. I'm not going to be vlogging much tomorrow, I'm going to the gym and I'm going to a wedding, so I should be fine. Just moved my car to another free car park. You get 2 hours in one car park, you get 2 hours in another car park. Easy enough. And I've swapped it to my Kindle. I need to make sure I've got like a reading list of books, because when we go on holiday, I'm going to be on holiday for a long time and I'm going to need books to read. So I'm going to go through some of the samples I've got. And I was looking at like downloading books to this. This Kindle I've had, by the way, for like 15 years. It must be, I think it's one of the first Kindles, you know? Like, it's fucking great, I love it. They're dropping support for the store. Presumably that means you can still sync books, but I think it might be time this year to treat myself to a new Kindle. I've personally bought, I think like four or five Kindles, and I still have the oldest one of all of those ones I've ever bought, because I just bought them as gifts to other people. But I need to pick between the signature one and the Oasis. I like having buttons, that's the thing. I like having buttons, and I like not having to see ads all the time, you know, and just like be advertised books, like the cover is just that, you know, that's just nice. That's the biggest thing that's put me back, because I don't like the touch screens on the other ones. It's bedtime. A combination of really weirdly behaving GoPro batteries and not allowed to have a GoPro in my pocket means it's bedtime. And we're back home, ladies and gentlemen. The cat's back.
He seemingly got zero sleep while he was away.
A bit like us, to a certain extent. So, we got up. What happened? Oh yeah, my battery died. Basically, on Sunday, got up super early. Laura was getting picked up at 7, but it was actually close to 7:30, because someone's alarm didn't work. I went to the gym. So I went to the gym at like 10 to 7. So I was already on the move, and I just did treadmill, rowing, and weights thing. The rowing machine has only had in its like memory. I went back in time. I went back through the things. Only 2 people have done 5,000 meter rows. I was one of them from last time I was in the Nottingham gym, and I beat my time, baby. Jamie is the fastest rower. Oh fucking yeah. Yeah, so then I finished that, I had some breakfast, which was lovely. Then I head back to Laura's house, got ready, suited and booted, headed to pick up Mike, and then we headed to the wedding. Wedding was really good. It was really good as well, because it was like the first wedding I've been to where I've known everybody, you know? Whereas most of the times I've gone, it's been just Laura's friend, just Laura's work friends. That was really nice. It was a really nice like change of thingy. Laura was a bridesmaid, so I spent quite a lot of it like, not on my own, but like, you know what I mean, having to mingle more. And obviously that would have been a lot more brutal if I literally didn't know anyone. Yeah, so we had the ceremony. It was a bit hot, I'm not gonna lie. We were cooking. All of us like fanning ourselves. And then we just kind of like sat around drinking. I didn't really drink much. Drinking, meal, disco, didn't really dance much. Sat around chatting basically. Mainly got talking to this dude that is someone's boyfriend. And like isn't part of the friend group. And he's a cool dude. So yeah, I had a cool guy to talk to, which was nice. But yeah, it was really nice. I normally take like a sneaky little video clip of the day, but I wasn't allowed to have my GoPro in my pocket. I wasn't even allowed to have my phone in my pocket because in photos it looks bad. That was orders of the bride. So, which really, all she did was like kneecap her own bridesmaids, who obviously don't have pockets for their phones. So. Anyway, so we stayed at the venue and then we came back, had breakfast, then just headed back to Bristol today. We got back and we've just been doing all the jobs, like we did a clothes wash, shopping, picked up the cat, etc, etc. We're now planning for work tomorrow. It's gonna be busy. We got busy couple of days. Both work-wise and like outside of work as well. So we got a lot going on and I am trying to figure out how much I can fit into tomorrow. It's going to be very tight in the morning. We're going to see what we can do. Well, it's not. There's plenty of time, but I'm being ambitious with how much I'm doing in the morning compared to usual. So I will talk to you about that tomorrow. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this video. Congratulations on your wedding, Laura and Jean, and I will catch you later.